Hello and welcome to this week's Web Wednesday. What I'm going to go through today is local citations, which sounds quite complicated, but it's basically getting and checking what the various places around the web and the information they have about you. For local SEO, there's two things that are important. It's your name, address and phone number, and the consistency of your name, address and phone number. Now, Google can rely on things like Yelp and Yelp and other business directories to know that you're a local business and you've got an address and an actual page. So it's quite important that your name, address and phone number is the same in all places around the web. Potentially it could class it as a duplicate content or a duplicate business. If you haven't got a physical presence and you've only got brand pages and stuff like that, because you've got an Etsy shop or whatever it is, then that's fine. But if you've got a physical presence, then somebody somewhere could be standing outside your building on their phone looking for yourservice.com, and because Google knows that you are within that place, it will bring your results up first. So there's a few useful things that Yelp provide, and this is actually a free kind of service, but there's a good chance once you put your email address in, they will ring you and say, hey, did you know that we could have you in 56 directories all over the country and we can keep reviewing this every week. That really is your call if that's something you want to do. I am in the main directories, but I don't pay for any of the services because I think the free services are enough. You probably know if you were to search your business, chances are your own website would come up before any of the Yelp listings, although I might be wrong. But using citations in things like Yelp and Yelp is a good idea for local SEO. There is actually quite a good article. The one thing Yelp do well is try to keep things simple. So it actually gives you a good article on how to find various places that you can be listed on, and that's quite a nice little article for you to read. So that's here, and I'll try and paste the link in the comments so you can have a little look. So I'm getting nagged now, but there you go. So where we're going to go to check where we're already listed is yell.com/connect scan. Now I'm putting a mishmash of my details in because I want to show how where it can be listed and things that can go a little bit wrong. So I'm putting in Learn Along with Lynn, but I'm putting in my Wordshed email and my Wordshed phone number and my Wordshed address. And I'm doing that because you may have changed a phone number, you might have had a mybusiness@gmail.com for 20 years and then all of a sudden got a professional email, and you might have old links around the web which are inconsistent and need altering and changing. So I'm putting my details and I'm literally going to click confirm address. It then goes away and searches various local listings, obviously including Yelp, to see where I'm registered. And as Learn Along with Lynn hasn't even got a website yet, I'm not really registered anywhere, so it's coming up with a big error rate. So I'm either inconsistent or I'm not listed, so I really do need to get listed on these citation places and various directories. So these are the directories they check. One thing you ought to note is some of these are linked. So if, for example, you were to change your details on Scoot, that will, because it's linked to Touch Local, The Independent and The Sun, it will update your details on them, so you only need to do it once. There's the biggies here. Yelp, you need a Yelp profile for your business. Google, obviously you want to be picked up on Google. Facebook, business Facebook page, same phone number, same address, everything has to be the same. Yeah, otherwise, like I say, you could be penalised for having duplicate content, or it might not register as a business at all. So everything needs to be the same throughout. Cyclex here has picked up that my phone number, my address belonged to a company called Wordshed, so it's inconsistent. So obviously if I was putting Learn Along with Lynn in, I would go in and I'd change that. And so is Bing. Bing's picked me up as being inconsistent too. So you can go into Bing's version of Search Console and you can change your details in that also. Like I say, a lot of these are linked, so the ones I would focus on would be Yelp, Google through Search Console, Facebook, Scoot, Yelp, because Google can rely on Yelp quite heavily, and Yelp has reviews and stuff, so it's all good. And Cyclex is another one. Bing obviously using their Search Console. So it's a good little tool to check what's existing at the moment. I would particularly check if you've changed your phone number over the years, changed your email address over the years, and if it says inconsistent like it does halfway down here, I would go into Cyclex and I would change that particular listing and update it. It can be quite time consuming. These will offer to do it for £30 a month, but I'm not 100% sure what you get for that, because once it's changed, when you stop paying, do they go back and change them all back to what they used to be? I don't know, because as far as I'm concerned, is once it's changed, and you shouldn't really be changing your phone number and email addresses willy-nilly anyway, because you want a good solid presence on the web. So there you go. It's a good tool by Yelp. There will be other places that you can search. These aren't sort of, but it does sort of search the top 30 or so, and it's good. It's very clear, and as I say, you can click in. Well, you could on that one. You can click in and go and fix the inconsistencies. It hasn't got listings for you, so it's not actually letting you click into Yelp to create your listing. So that's that. I will put these two links in the comments, and if you've got any questions, as usual, please do give us a shout. I'm going to focus on SEO for this month, just to give me some direction in terms of what I'm doing on Learn Along with Lynn, and try to keep to the one topic. Okay, thank you very much. Toodle pip.